Ah, wow. It has been a minute. I'll give you a moment to adjust yourselves. You are not seeing things as if people really can that in that good sense. But what is good, everybody? It's Fury. I'm alive in more ways than one. Not just alive here. I'm alive. It's been crazy. And let's edit some more things in the meantime. Let's set this. Oh, all right. Save it. It's been good. Man. But let's test out what we have here already. Hmm. So it is working. All right. It works good. Everything's good. What is good, everybody? It's been a while. I kid you not. You know that already. But if you are a viewer of this channel, one of the very few who are, I know I have maybe 450 subs, but if you're one of the people who really pay attention, you know what I do for a living, and you know how mentally taxing it can be and physically taxing, but it is what it is. But I'm here now. I am here now. I'm doing my thing. I'm back. And just because I haven't been doing many videos lately doesn't mean I haven't been watching and observing things, And I'm just over it. I'm just completely over the whole aspect of what's going on here between holy crap, is that Chris Kennedy? Hey. So that's what happened to you, absolute? You changed your name on me. I never knew that. You never told me that you went to Chris Kennedy. What is good, man? What is good? it's it's been crazy here. It's been completely a nut house. I've been for the last few days at work. I've been on calls where there's been emotionally disturbed people threatening suicide by cop, threatening suicide, just mentally disturbed, and people think the pandemic caused it. Nope, no. It's just that now we have a more observant eye about it, but it's been happening for quite a long time, and the pandemic didn't cause it; it enhanced it, and I explain how. It's basically because a lot of things that were once available before, a lot of medication was being thrown at you liberally at a lot of people. A lot of doctors to prevent COVID spread have been like, you know what? No, okay. I don't see what really the issue is. I don't want to handle this right now. What you really need to do, if there's really an emergency, just go to the hospital. This is what doctors are telling people. And then, of course, they're not going to go. It's not. I'm getting harassed everywhere you go. Why? By people in real life because they think I'm after some. Holy shit! Really? You see? Let's go into this. What you're talking about here, Chris? Absolutely. I know. I'm just call you by your screen name. You know what I mean. But yo, it's to this point where you can't be a man. You can't be a man around a girl. I'm not saying all men are like, hey, what's come here, girl? You want to be my girl? But you can't even show genuine feelings. Or if women want to destroy you or your reputation, they can make up some shit like this. They can make up any stuff like this and have everybody out to get you over something you didn't do. Believe me, it happened to me at work. I kid you not, it happened to me at work. You know, I'm shocked the other day that the female actually was started speaking again because I think she's dead wrong for what she did. You don't like somebody explain to me, and I think I've told you before. What does violating somebody's personal space without warning that person? What you go tell a person this person violated my personal space, and I don't feel comfortable working around them. You go tell the boss that, but you don't tell a person some shit like that. But she only said that, bro, because she didn't want to work on my rig. She didn't like 11 to 11, the power truck. She wanted to work to accommodate her schedule. So makeup, because they can force you to work where they can put you on any shift they want you to put you on. Say this is your assignment. This is it right here. You're new. This is what you're doing. This is where you're thrown at. Oh, you don't want to work unit 315? Well, you must not want to work here. So it's so easy to make up some shit. It's so easy. Oh, I think I'm having connection issues. My bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate when we use the stream rate. All right, okay, fine. Open widget. Okay. I don't know. It just had a little hiccup. It's so easy for them to make up stuff to get you in trouble. So now, and they turn everybody against you. Had the whole night shift looking at me, and I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what the night shift thought. You know why? Because a lot of them, anyway, a lot of them, I don't even want to work with them. But it's very easy for them to make up women to make up shit about you or get people to believe stuff. It's very, very easy. And this is what happens. This is usually what ends up happening. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. All right, so let's get into. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I'm kind of on this. See, I got both my cameras running. I'm just testing doing these different filters I put up to see. As you can see in my background, still collecting things. I'm right here. I currently, if you can't see it, but I have my PS5 box, my Series Xbox, my headset. But I gotta tell you, one of these gaming wise was one of the. These are really good. If you have a PS5, let's get more into that tech wise. If you have a PS5, I recommend these for a wireless headset. This is one of the best I've ever owned. Right here, and I don't know. I'm still contemplating on what's going on with the New Horizon. I lost interest with the first Horizon, so I don't know if I'm going to jump right into Forbidden West, as good as it looks. Not because I have anything against the game. It's just that I lost interest playing the first one. So why would I jump into buying this one? You tell me. Let's test more of these out. All right, good. My background for uh YouTube is working again. My gaming thing is working. My scenes are working. All right, cool. Our logo's working. Yeah, we can stick with this one for now. All right. But yeah, even this little thing runs pretty decent. Cause now that I got a Series X, I moved this over. I moved it from over near my bed to right here. So if I'm gonna do certain things on if I'm gonna do certain things online and stream certain games, I could just basically use that right here. Let's see, let's get into something. Let's talk. Let's see if I can get the audio to work. Let's test out this Series S streaming, since you know it's all digital. Let's see if it's working. Oh, it is working. Cool. All right. So what I need to do, let's go to this backdrop, and I want to full screen it. All right. There we go. So let's see what's going on here. I think I was playing this last. Let's see if I can get the audio working. Oh, this working. All right, cool.
Bring it on.
So I'm testing it out. Damn. And not just that they would cost a lot of money, they becoming obsolete. The way they making these games now is that you have to actually, the disc is just coding. There's nothing on the disc. So it's becoming an illusion that we actually own physical copy. It's actually becoming an illusion, unfortunately, much to my dismay. I'm not happy with it. I would love to have physical media mean something, but that's the way the cookies crumbling these days, and it's not something like, oh yeah, I'm ready for it. I mean, of course, I always adapt, but it's not something like I'm like, all right, this is something that I want. But we adapt, you know, as people, we gotta adapt. Gaming, we adapted to so many different eras. If you of the same age as I am or close, you have adapted to a lot of shit. Motherfucker. But I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't have, I mean, because this day and age, things that exist such as Game Pass and PS9 have put me onto even a game like this that I'm playing right now. Like, I wouldn't have bought this game. Not that the game is trash, it's just that it gave me an opportunity to try out a game like this. Because I was like, you know what? It's a beat 'em up game. They really want me to pay $60 for a beat 'em up game. This is like if it was available in stores. So I'm glad a game like this have made it to a streaming service. Will I get this or die? Alright. You motherfucker. Alright. I'm happy that it made it to the streaming service. I gotta kill that guy. He's fucking annoying. Cause certain games, I was just like, you know what? I'm not paying. I'm not paying for this. I probably do. Oh shit. Truth be told, in September I will be the big 4-4 in September. So I've been through a lot. I was around for gaming for quite some time. Be honest with you, I was playing Atari when I was a little kid. That was what was available. Sorry, this part here, I just hate her so much because if she whips any of these guys, she enhances their strength and they become very tough to hurt. So you got to stay on her, especially because she moves fast. And if she hits any of them, you bastard, it can fuck up the whole thing. So whenever you see them, you gotta take them out. See? There we go. I hate Estelle too. But now she's a playable character. She's pretty dope if you know how to play with her. But she's playable now. Because they did good DLC for this game. Very good DLC. She gets cheap though. Yeah, always watch out for those bombs. God, she's so fucking cheap, bro. So cheap. Start calling the cops on you. She's supposed to be, she all tough and diesel, but she calling the cops to back up. Pussies. Our people don't respect the law today. Ooh, that was close. Putting more bombs on me? You wanna drop bombs on me? Eat it. He's cheap too. God, I hate him. He's from, I think, Streets of Rage 2. If I'm correct, he's a boss from Streets of Rage 2. Or 3, one of them. He's just cheap as fuck. And these bitches right here. Oh, you motherfucker. make it imperative to take them out too, because they are annoying as fuck. Oh shit. Pick up a life up. I'm gonna die. They ain't killed me. Damn it. I made it through part of it. This is just me playing this game. I haven't played this game in a long time. The last time I picked it up was a couple days ago for like 3 minutes to do the practice on like learning some of the moves. So yeah, let me catch up with this. I have 2 additions to Horizon Forbidden West. We probably got 7 years on me. I got the Regala edition and the special edition Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, you had to hide for a while. Yeah. Sometimes people do that shit too. Don't like being stalked online by co-workers and real life people. And you know, it's funny. Somebody brought up an interesting point about this whole thing about being stalked online and not being tied to personal things online, whereas that whole insurrection thing that happened at the nation's capital when they stormed the office and all that other stuff, Facebook allowed that to happen. It was streamed live, no problems, no hiccups, nothing. And people got the nerve to be like, oh, you know, people are going to judge you through your social media. So if you're taking in, you got any pictures of drinking, you got any views that are different, these companies can fire you over it and all this other stuff. And I'm like, if that's the case, good Lord, the hypocrisy that's running rampant today. So yeah, I was just doing this little test stream to see how everything goes and all this other good stuff. But I'm glad to know that the stream still works. I got my setup is running good. As good as I can get it running right now. But I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna go take care of something. I gotta go get ready for work tomorrow and get some rest. And have me another post workout snack, cause I'm just beat. So like DMX, cause this how DMX Beard looked before he passed, huh? Yeah, just no crack and drugs. So I'm trying to stay around. I'm trying to live right now. There's a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I haven't accomplished like in life yet. It's a lot of stuff I haven't accomplished yet in life, despite my age, and I'm not sticking around. I mean, if I'm not sticking around, I'm not gonna be able to accomplish that. But in order to stick around, you got to stay healthy. A lot of people don't understand that shit, especially fellow black people. Good Lord, don't get me started on that. But that'll be for another stream, y'all. Oh shit, AO, what's going on? All right, man, I'm good. AO, I was just coming on and do a little test stream to see how everything ran and stuff and how everything's still going. Maybe you hear from me in a few days. I gotta work tomorrow and I gotta work Thursday. Then I'm off Friday. Then I'm gonna start. I mean, I got a training session with somebody that I know, help her get her on the path to getting in shape. So I'm gonna train with her Saturday and Monday and see how that goes. You know, maybe I stretch her out in more ways than one. Stay tuned. Anyway, y'all. Thanks for popping it. Wait a minute, you said do a video on Microsoft and Sony doing the acquisition battle. Oh yeah, I had some things recorded for my recorded videos, but a lot of the stuff it's pointless. I feel like a lot of it's pointless with Microsoft Sony do acquisition battle. But I see Sony is not known for having good multiplayer games this day and age. Microsoft, despite purchasing Activision Blizzard, are still going to be a company that's number 3 in gaming, number 3 in monetary value overall in gaming, like Xbox. People forget Microsoft overall is a conglomerate, but I'm talking about the Xbox division itself is still not going to be a master conglomerate. Sony, the PlayStation division is more established. Be honest with you, and they have been buying smaller developers up for years. Sony have been buying smaller developers up for years, but nobody bats an eye about that. But because of the magnitude of Bethesda and Activision Blizzard, nah, and then Bungie, like, what's the last game Bungie did? Destiny 2, which has been a successful game, but Bungie has had problems, which scares me. Activision Blizzard has had problems, which scare me, but they gotta, if you own Bungie, you gotta steer them correctly. And if they don't want to play ball, Sony, they gotta go. Activision did it. Activision cut them loose when they were throttling XP. You see, what happened is that Bungie was throttling XP in the Destiny game to get you to purchase more microtransactions. So you can't level up as much playing the game on its own. And you have to grind for hours and hours and hours and hours to get something. And they made it so easy for you to buy. That was a problem Activision had with Call of Duty. Remember I told you about their algorithm? They'll put you, let's say I came in as a level 1 player, which is probably about what I am right now because I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time to really give a fuck. So I come in as a level 1 player, and they will put you with a 35 level player. And every time you get killed by this level 35 player, they will show you their weapon set. This is what they were doing in Call of Duty games. They'll show you their weapon set, and then they say, hey, you can purchase this. If you pay this 99 cents or this amount of dollars, you can have this weapon loadout for a certain amount of time. And it wasn't even permanent. You were paying to play with more advanced weapons that were far out of your rank for for a finite amount of time. This is what they're doing. Microsoft has to put an end to that shit. I'm sorry. I already made a video talking about how many years it should take between Call of Duty games. I want it to go back to being every couple of years. The least. I don't need a Call of Duty every fucking year. Give them time to work on other things. I know it's different companies within Activision Blizzard, but god damn it, man, I don't need a Call of Duty every year. It's bad. See, it's bad enough that we only got one football game, and it's the same maker every year. Now, if 2K was back out making football like they used to, when they were handing Madden their own ass. They would just knock that shit off. Here, you want your ass back, Madden? They was handing them their own ass. And that they went and bought the NFL license. Nobody bats an eye about that. That's a monopoly right there. Nobody bats an eye about what EA did. Now we got trash football every fucking year. I mean, games as a service is the future, unfortunately. This pandemic sped that up sped that up even faster. What happened with when the Xbox One came out, they tried it. They weren't ready. The consumers were not ready. They tried it, the DRM, digital this, and one copy to this and that, and they tried it. Then Microsoft was like, okay, we're gonna reformat it. We fucked up. But we know how we're gonna finesse this thing. We're gonna make the Game Pass where we put the games on there, and we're gonna make it like the Netflix of gaming. through our Xbox consoles and the PC players. We can get to that market too. Why? Because PC players want to play console games, and if we gave them a service where they can play them, and if they don't like them, they can just erase them and they can try a different one, we can have them in the house. And this is what happened. This is exactly what we got right here. Now we have Game Pass. Microsoft realized they tried it the wrong way with the Xbox One. And then during the final years of the Xbox One, which are here, they've been like, you know what? And now we into the Series S and X. They're like, okay, we got. They went back to the drawing board. They adapted to the market. Whereas Sony, great first party one and done games. Let's be honest with you. When you finished God of War, did you really want to go back and play that whole thing all over again? Or you wanted to finish beating all the Valkyries, stuff that you probably didn't do during the story mode of the game. But once you did all that, did you really want to go back and play that game? Now, Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, there's a lot of open world left in that game. You might want to find some things that you haven't found already. Level up some things all the way up. Hell, Ratchet and Clank. Rift Apart. After I beat the story mode, I went and unlocked the Rhino, and there's still other things I need to level up. I almost got everything collected in that game. Here it is right here. This is probably one of my favorite PS5 games I've played so far. I gotta play Deathloop too. I forgot I already had that. So yeah, this game here had a lot of fun with it. Good story, funny. Especially how they pay attention to the effect of the weapons and how they affect people. If you're shooting some of the robot pirates with like the electric buzz blades, it's just really just funny little details to it. I gotta play this soon. Deathloop. I got this for a good price. Beat this one. Love this game. Story in this one was good on this one. This one I fell out of love with. I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. But yeah, those what I got. Mid. Alright. So, as for Xbox, Halo Infinite campaign. Hands down, one of my favorite campaigns of a game right now. Next to Ratchet and Clank. Like, just really fun. And they took Halo, made it open world. There's a storyline going on. I'm at this point now that Weapon realized that Master Chief was trying to delete her. And she fought the deletion, and now she's mad at him. And I'm like, I'm at that point of the game. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm at that point of Halo Infinite. And of course, you see me play Streets of Rage 3. I beat Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 was really good. That was another game I had on there. Because I think they own Double Fine too. That's another company Microsoft bought. So Psychonauts 2 was awesome. Very funny. The music's trippy. The visuals trippy. They even got Jack Black to do one of the songs in there. But it's just, the game, surprisingly, Psychonauts handles a lot of real world issues, but in a very cartoonish, with a cartoonish aesthetic. The characters look very psychedelic and everything, but it handles real world issues. You found out that the enemy that the Psychonauts dealt with, the veteran Psychonauts dealt with, was the main character's grandmother, Rasputin Aquato. He's an acrobat. He's a family of acrobats. You got Psychonauts. The first Psychonauts came out back in the early 2000s, and after so many years, they finally gave it a sequel when Double Fine was purchased by Microsoft. And the game, Psychonauts 2 was a fun game. You got people in the comment section. I'm watching Young Year when they're doing a live reveal about it. Like, this game's trash, this game suck. And then you find out a lot of these games are not as bad as people think they are. But I couldn't notice that on a lot of streams during the state of play. Everything they put out, oh my God, it's something. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Are you happy? Are you excited to play Gran Turismo? Because I'm not. I don't even play Forza. To be honest with you, I don't even play Forza, so I'm not even happy about Gran Turismo. I mean, if I want to see beautiful cars that don't crash or don't get any physical damage, I'll walk past a dealership and just look through the gate. I'm good. I'm so good on that one. But I do like that. I believe Sony dialed back. They dialed back on that whole charge you $10 for an enhanced. Or are they still doing that? You tell me. You say you despise racing games. There was certain, yeah. I'm sorry. My favorite racing game was probably an arcade racing game called Daytona USA for a Sega game. Daytona was my shit. Which today in retro arcades, Daytona still gets a lot of play. Daytona had some of the most iconic English music on. Just hearing the singer and his Japanese accent sing Daytona, let's go away. It's just, it was just, it's just do 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 Daytona. It was just, that right there is just classic. Like you know Daytona where you hear it, but that's arcade. It was an arcade based game. But as for like straight racing sim, no, not really. The only reason why I got 2 editions of Raspberry is one, you want to open the Regal is the best edition that comes to all the bells and whistles, but no physical disc. See, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. When they told me that buying this right here, buying the disc based play PS5 wouldn't make a difference when you buy physical media, broke my heart. But you know why I got it? Because I got a lot of PS4 games. That's why I bought it. But as for PS5 games, if you buy it disc or digital, it takes up the same fucking space on your hard drive. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's messed up. But that's what this come down to. You know why? Because they trying to force you not to buy physical media. This is what it comes down. They forcing you not to buy it by making this a glorified paperweight with a special code on it. Yeah, physical is valuable, but remember they had to fix the issue with the CMOS battery. Sony had to address that issue and correct it because once that CMOS battery died, you wouldn't be able to play physical media no more. Remember that? But they had to address that issue. I don't know how, but look what I have right here sitting next to me. This is the OG PS4, the original model PS4. The original, not the slim. This is straight up the original. I even have an original Xbox One. But yeah, I have these. I've finally took these out of my wall unit over here in the den and replaced it with my PS4 Pro and my Xbox One X. These are actually gonna go into the archives because I got PS4, PS4 Pro, PS5. I have an Xbox One, Xbox One X, and an Xbox Series S and X. So as you can see, I'm a fucking collector. You said in the Canadian repair shop? Damn. One of my favorite wrestlers are from up there in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I met him at AEW. I like him. Ethan Page, cool dude. I met him when I did the Provincial, when I covered the AEW Rampage TBS premiere. I actually met Thunder Rosa. Like she put me on her vlog. If you look up one of her vlogs, you'll see me there with my a mask on, my cap, and it said K Outlaw on it. I was at work and she interviewed me for like for a minute or so. But then off camera, she's very nice. Just talked to us for a while. about everything from where she lives in Texas, and she's very cool, very cool. So yeah, I got OG PS4, and look at this. This jalopy right here is the power source for Xbox One, the original Xbox One. The motherboard needs to replace, and it cost $185. I was like, you guys can keep it. After, you know, it's the PS4 Pro. I don't know. For retro reasons, I probably would have been like, you know what? I mean, I kept my PS3. My PS3 conked out on me the first week I bought it, brand new. And Sony had to fix that shit for free. That's the one that still plays the PS 1 and 2 games. I'm not giving this shit up for nothing. My PS3, you're gonna have to fight me for that one. Or pay me a good price. You're gonna have to pay me a good price for this. I got the OG PS3 that still plays PS1, 2, and 3 games. You gonna have to fight me on that one. Or pay me. Like, fuck you, pay me. No. But yeah, and I got the original Xbox One model right here. This thing looks like something my mother had in her stereo deck back in the 90s, and the late 80s and early 90s. But it served its purpose until I got the far superior Xbox One X, which runs good. But surprisingly, you'd be surprised that a lot of things run better, even though on paper the Series S has less teraflops than the One X. The Series S still has better hardware. It runs certain games at 120 frames per second. But yeah, the fact that my PlayStation 1 and 2 went kaput on me. They went kaput on me, and I don't have a physical PS1 or PS2 anymore. That PS3 makes up for it. It got all three of them on it, and it takes the memory cards from them as well. So you you can use your PlayStation 1 and 2 memory cards with this adapter I got. This, like, you plug it into the USB, and then you plug it into this thing, and then you can put either card, either PS1 or PS2 cards in there. Where are my memory cards, by the way? Oh, here we go. Let me take y'all back memory lane, y'all. Show y'all memory cards. For people that's younger, who might watch this stream somewhere, someday, who might watch this stream who are younger than me in absolute, let me take y'all back to memory cards. Your PlayStation 1 memory card. Straight up, these things were valuable. When it comes to, let's go to a history of memory cards. Right here. Okay? You have your PlayStation 1 memory cards. Boom. Right here. Save your games and data. Boom. You have your PlayStation 2, 8 megabyte. The best memory cards to get for a PlayStation 2 was the originals, and they came in different colors. As you can see here, these are official. This is the Glacier Blue and Glacier Red right there. These are official PlayStation 2 memory cards. PS3 doesn't have it because it has the internal memory. But you can get an external for that if you want. An external official hard drive, like a not an SSD, the standard one, the SATA ones. You can get those. Now, these are the OG Xbox memory units. Official Xbox memory cards. Xbox had a hard drive, but your saves and certain parts can go on there too, because it was very limited in space from back then. These are definitely Xbox ones. But I think Dreamcast probably had the best memory cards, because you can actually load games on them and play them. And this here is the VMU. That runs with well, not this one. This is a adapted to play games from a European Dreamcast. But these are the Dreamcast memory cards right here, which are, boom, VMUs, visual memory units. A lot of dust on it. Sorry about that. It's been collecting dust. My Dreamcast over here somewhere. Oh, it's back there. But yeah, these. Plug it into the controller. See, unlike the Xbox, unlike the Xbox and the PlayStation 1 and 2 memory cards, where you had to plug it directly into the console, these you plug directly into the controller. Take the cap off, plug it into the controller. If they didn't have power to sustain on their own, the power running from the cord from the console will power these up, so you can still see. Yeah, I thought I was leaving too. You can still see the power and it play, and you can download many games from certain games. Like case in point, that's why it has a controller on it. Many games you can even download. You can do little mini games on certain games to enhance your characters, and once you upload them, they will be better. Case in point, you can take the Chow, the CHAO, the Chow creatures from Sonic Adventure, download 1 and 2 here, raise them, get them strong, upload them back into the game, race them against other Chow to unlock certain things, or level them up. It's like Tamagotchi. The Chow creatures was like kind of like Tamagotchis that you can raise and make stronger on here. Now, the batteries on these, they take 2032. They tell you on the back. If I can erase the crud off of this, I gotta clean these up. And then I gotta put these under some UV light to get rid of the yellowing on it. But if you're not gonna remove the complete shell, you have to you can remove the complete shell and you can put it in peroxide, UV lights, and tinfoil. You can remove the yellow after like a day. The yellowing from gray. I've watched Art Tinkering do it all the time. But if you're gonna do it without removing the shell from it, you have to leave it in UV light, coated by foil, aluminum foil, for like days, constantly. You said how much can I curl? I don't know. I do like as for like creature curls, it varies. It varies, but bench, I don't know. I've been using this app called the Fitbod app. So it works you out for a long time. Like I put it to intermediate, so your workouts go for an hour to an hour and a half, and it just puts you at weight that they deem you comfortable. And you gotta be honest with the app and tell the app that you found this ideal. I find a lot of stuff ideal, so it's gonna challenge me more as I go on. I mean, because I have to be strong, especially for my job. I have to definitely be strong because I lift too many fat females who can't walk, too many overweight people who can't walk. You curl 40-pound dumbbells for 16 reps. See, they want me to do the alternate. So they had me doing today for 4-5 sets. They had me doing on the app about 32.5 pounds for 14 per arm. No simultaneous. So you got one till you reach 28. You got to count to 28. And then superset that with a close grip bench press because I've done bicep and tricep. So I had to do that. And I could probably do more than that, but I want to do moderate weight that challenges me, like, and then do that for a long period of time so I can build up to doing heavier weight for long periods of time too. Because a lot of people still be at that gym trying to throw up just weight, trying to impress people, and nobody's really impressed. Nobody's really impressed. But memory card's back. Damn. I don't know if y'all remember this thing. See, I'm showing my age right here. I'm showing my age, y'all. That's fucking Game Genie for Sega Genesis. Remember cheat codes back in the day? You had cheat devices. Now, if you got this, you can go on Google and look up the Game Genie codes if you don't have the book to tell you the codes for the Genesis games. It's just, yeah. I got this. I got Game Shark for Dreamcast. I even got an Action Replay for Xbox right here. There's a lot of stuff that they don't make anymore. But this right here was one of the old headsets for Xbox 360. This was an Xbox 360 headset. Like a one-ear headset. You can hear people, you can talk out of it. It's the microphone right here. You go like this. And you basically played. And you remoted it to the Xbox 360, which I got the slim one. You know, the one that they finally fixed the red ring about. You say Game Genie? Yeah. Game Genie. Yeah, man. This the headset for it. I gotta find a charger for this. I know I got it still somewhere in my case back here. But this is probably one of my prized possessions that I end up buying. I bought this thing for like maybe $5. Somebody traded it in at EB Games when I used to be an assistant manager there. This is probably one of my most prized possessions, man. Well, not prized, but it's in pretty decent shape. Don't believe me? This is the classic Game Boy. Now I told you, look. It got instruction booklet. It got some of the stuff still in plastic. But if I clean this down, this is in pretty decent shape. I just gotta clean it. But y'all, I kid you not. Just a little bit of dirt right here, which I can clean off. Right there, but I kid you not. You see, any inside of that females giving you added to at the hospital. No, I don't. Fortunately, I don't work in a hospital. In the hospital no more. I drop patients off to the emergency room, and I'm back in my truck since I'm an EMT now. So now that I'm out of that and I'm not working environmental services no more, no, not really. Not really. Not really, which is a good thing. You know, speaking of women, oh man. But now, memory cards. Today, we back on memory cards. Today, you know how much this thing cost me? $220 fucking dollars. $220. Forgive me for having the green screen still on, but this is a fucking 1 terabyte SSD terabyte. And people want to know why consoles give you limited SSD. SSD technology is still very expensive today. And if you want to buy one for 1 terabyte, to put, let's say I want to buy 1 terabyte and add it to my PlayStation 5, it's going to cost me this amount for the one that you install the card. It's going to cost me this amount, maybe more, for 1 terabyte. It's going to cost, and then when you want to get more than 1 terabyte, it's going to cost a lot. The SSD technology is still very expensive. Very. No, this is for my Xbox. This is the Xbox one, the official Xbox brand. That they got this official Seagate one. This one plugs into. I can take it out of my Series X, bring it over to my Series S, plug it in and play. It's plug and play. So it's worth it to me, but it's expensive because of the technology. Now, I wish there was a plug and play. I wish PlayStation 5 had plug and play, but you got to take it out. You got to remove the thing. You have to install it, which I don't mind doing. But let's say I have a digital PS5 over here in my wall unit, and I have my disc drive one over near my bed. I would like to go back and forth, but now I end up having to buy two different internal SSDs because I can't just be like, okay, I want to take it out. Let me undo my PS5. I got it now. Let me undo my digital PS5 and put it in there. What is it, Pete? What's the matter, Pete? What? You hear something? I don't hear nothing. Get in here, Pete. Okay. Out, Pete. Get out, Pete. Thank you for protecting me. I'm fine, okay? Jesus Christ. But yeah. Even though they advertised at $7,000, yeah, it's just the technology is expensive for it. Matter of fact, let me look up something. PS5 SSD. With the heat. Oh, you don't forget, you gotta buy it with the heat sink too. Before we forget that. Okay, so a 2 terabyte Samsung 980 Pro CLE 4.0 SSD is $330. How much terabytes does this have? 1 terabyte is $190 from Samsung with heatsink for the internal. So that's $190. For extra $20. Let me see, $190. Yeah, extra $30, you get the plug and play. Yeah, it's 2 terabyte one solid state drive from WD Western Digital Black. It's $200 for 2 terabytes. That's right there, probably the best value you can get. A 2 terabyte one for the PlayStation 5. Western Black Digital, WD Black, Western Digital Black. That brand there, the SN750 for 2 terabytes for $200. That's your best bet to go with. Samsung is overcharging you. Okay? And 1 terabyte for is $160 on newegg.com. But the Western Digital from Amazon, you can get $200. 2 terabytes added to your PS5. I would go with that one. Definitely. So the Western Digital Black 2 terabyte one. And let me see, does it come with the heat sink? That's a good question. Let's see what it tells me. Give me number one. Call me on my phone. I'll call you back. You gotta buy it with a heat sink, but the heat sink is probably, you can get it for a cheap price. So you're looking at maybe, and it's on sale because its list price is usually $380. So if you buy this ASAP, you can get it for, you can get it for almost for like 47% off if you buy it now. But you'll have to buy the heat sink, so the heat sink doesn't cost that much. So your best bet is to, oh man, what's going on, Mike? You M.I.A. paper planes. See, I know that reference. I'm not a boomer. I know that reference. Nah, I'm good, man. How you been, Mike? Yep. So if you're going with the SSD, and you want to buy one and you got the money right now, I would say jump on that Amazon deal. 47% off the Western Digital Black SN750 2 terabyte solid state drive Gen 3. Jump on that now, and if you are a PS5 owner. Um, no problem, man. I still see you refereeing, man. You know, I was at the AEW event a month ago for the Rampage premiere. Um I'm surprised how many of them are so short. But yo, Aubrey, I met Aubrey. She is a firecracker, bro. Aubrey is a trip. Referee Aubrey, I didn't know she was a game developer and a ballet dancer before she became a referee. I saw a thing on her husband got her into watching wrestling and she became a referee. Damn, they still have shows. We said, you have to get vaxxed for it. Do I have to get vaxxed for what? Uh, um, oh, for my job, I had to. Yeah, the height's a gimmick, yo. I was so much taller than most of them. The only person that there, the wrestlers that were taller than me were Ethan Page, CM Punk, Matt Hardy, Wardlow. Yeah, about them. Everybody else was like, and Max Caster. Max Caster's a lot taller than he looks. Anthony Bowens is like 5'10". He's a big guy. Anthony Bowens. I met him. I didn't know he was a New Jersey native, but I haven't talked to him about him collecting because he collects toy figures and I talked to him about this. He was looking for Servo from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. He found the Xenon figure when he was with Ethan Page. So I was talking to him. I met Mark Sterling. But you know who I met? Oh, the AEW event? Yeah, or not Vax, so you no, not really. For my job you had to be, but I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I met Jay. I didn't meet Jay Cargo. I actually just walked past her. Yo, she is fucking beautiful. I was going backstage to go use the bathroom because I had the detail down near the stage. And she just finished filming a promo. So she was just walking away from the camera. She just was like fixing her hair, just walking towards my direction. And I just looked at her and she looked at me and I just kept walking. I was like, God damn, she fine. I had a mask on. I was like, oh shit. I was like, under my mouth, like, oh shit, Jade Cargo. Like under my breath. Ruby is small. Ruby Soho's 5'4". Thunder Rosa's 5'3". Oh man, Thunder Rosa. Love her. She was so nice to me. Like, it's just cool this how chill. Jericho is shorter than I thought he was. Jericho's like what, 5'10", maybe? 5'9"? Yeah, Jade is a Storm action figure. She knows that. She knows that. She knows the look is from Storm. I like that at the event where she won the TBS championship, she was wearing Storm's 80s outfit, the one that she wore on the Pride of the X-Men cartoon, and the one, the one with the tiara. She was wearing that. Jade Cargill made a version of that for her ring get up. She knows the Storm reference. She talked about it in the interview. Um, I met Jay Lethal. He a lot shorter than I thought. Sonny Kiss is a small little guy. They all athletic as fuck though. That's the thing I like about it. You give up the height, but what they can do in the ring is amazing. John Silver, I didn't know he was that short, but that dude's massive. I come in through the door. John Silver's like warming up in front of the door from the back in the backstage. Dante Martin was there sitting there with Darius. Hook just got his hoodie on, head down, chilling. Jake Atlas just sitting there over the side, just in deep thought. This is the day Jake Atlas got his knee injured in that Adam Cole incident. And he said, D'Lo Brown, look weird as fuck. D'Lo Brown is an accountant, right? Caster is his son. Yes, he is. Max Caster is the son of. I knew that. That's his actual name, Max Caster. Caster is his actual last name, and of course Anthony Bowens. That's his real name too. Ethan Page. No, that's not his name. His name is Julian something Masinski or something. He's of Macedonian descent. That I know because he talked about it on his vlog, and he told me somebody sent him a gift, and it was a Macedonian cookbook, and he was like, "Good, see now, cook it from my home country." He said, "My wife is gonna love this." If you had cheat days like him, yo, the dude can eat, bro. He got himself in really good shape from when I first saw him wrestling, like his early stuff. And he's good friends with Johnny Gargano. He's always sending messages to Gargano, like little things like, "When you gonna come toy hunt with me?" Because they collect, collect. They go to shops, they collect vintage figures and things of that nature. And Johnny Gargano got like Spider Man and the Fox Spider Man figures. He got the whole collection in his back wall. But I don't think Johnny's coming back to wrestling until Candice LeRae has a baby. Till they have a first child. She's due in a few weeks, if not, yeah, she's if not sooner. But yeah, the whole event was great, man. I love doing that. But let me see if I can actually. Let me get my phone. Give me 1 second, so I can at least show y'all footage that I grabbed from the event because I couldn't record. But this is Thunder Rosa's footage. Give me a second. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes the first day can set a really bad example or a good example. All right. Here we go. All right, I found it. I found it. Let me see if I can get it run for you guys. 1 second. I'm here with what's your name? Kareem. He is part of the not DMD, EMT. And what were you saying about my vlog? I watch your vlogs all the time, especially your taco vlog. Hey, what do you like the taco vlog? A lot of people like the taco vlogs a lot, right? Yes, because we get to see, not just that, you get to see another side of yourself and how you interact with people like Nyla Rose, Mick Foley, especially. You like that one? I like the Mick Foley one and the Nyla Rose I watched earlier today. Tina Taco Tina, right? The best. It's the best. And what are you guys doing today? Just chilling, watching the show? Yes, making sure everybody's okay. What we do. I hope I don't trip. If I trip, you gotta save me, okay? Okay. Because I got this bell bottoms and I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be fun. Hi, how are you? How are you guys? That's what I do. See? I got to actually. That was just me. That was before everything started taping. I was like, yo, I had fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. But I'm about to call this one. I'm about to call this one because it's call it a night. For real this time, I'm gonna call it a night. I just see. Told you that was cool, and it was just like I'm standing there. I met Santana, came out from Santana. Ortiz came out to the side. I talked to him for a second. Or when I got in, Ortiz had his face paint on, and he showed us to the med room. He walked us over there, and I was like, that's Ortiz. I already knew who he was. Then after um after Ray Phoenix hurt his elbow that night, we took him to the hospital. My friends drove him to the hospital, and Newark University treated him like absolute dog shit. Hold on. I don't know why that last message didn't come in, Mike, but it says most times working ring crews as a ref, they treat you I'm trying to restore this. I don't know why it went like that. I don't know. I'm trying to bring the message back, but I can read your message. You said working Rain Cross, right? They treat you like shit. I don't know, everybody, but it's funny. The fans really like Aubrey. Yeah, that injury, I was there. And when he came, when they walked him back, they had to call, they had to run, they had Christian chase uh Alex Abrahantes backstage so they can get their orders because they had to change it on the audible. And like they had to go back there and pretty much tell him, look, this is what happened. He's legit injured. They had to call that audible to give Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy the titles because there was no way it was going to go over that way without it. So they had to call that audible at the show to do that. But yeah, when Phoenix was being helped back up to stage, he was like, fuck, he was yelling. He was in a lot of fucking pain, but no broken bones, just a hyperextension dislocation. So it just, when he slammed against the table, this is the table, boom, clack, clack, went all the way hyperextended. And we took to the hospital and fucking Newark University treated him like dog shit. Like, and me and my supervisors like, how can we prevent this from happening again? I like, we gotta call it as a trauma. That's what we have to do. Cause Newark University Hospital treated him like dog shit. Yep. But yeah, the refs, I know they wear their earpiece because I see her with hers on. I see all of them with the earpiece on. But there was certain things they had to adjust on the fly to call it ending so everybody can help the ref because the ref, it'd be very suspicious if she was telling everybody exactly what's going to happen. So they had Christian and Alex Abrahantes play a part in that as well. But it's no, he'll be back in a couple weeks. It was just a hype. It was a really bad dislocation, painful one at that, but nothing broken. Jake Atlas' knee is fine too. He didn't need to go to the hospital. He even said it himself, his knee is fine. But he got injured at the Rampage that taped right after Dynamite. So yeah, everything all said good. I actually even got to see Selena Vega because you know she there to support her husband. Yo, she is the tiniest petite little thing ever. And I just like how everybody just sitting back there talking with her and everything. Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara just right there in front of me. I was like, hey, what's going on? You Jay Lethal? He's like, yeah, I am. I was like, yo, it was a pleasure to meet you, man. Nice to meet. I was like, nice to meet you too. And stuff, you know. I mean, like the first person I walked in, I saw him. I was like, yo, oh, you Jay Lethal? He's like, yeah. So it was cool, man. Very cool. Man, fun, just fun times. I can't wait till they doing the one in Atlantic City tomorrow. I want to go there as a regular, just a person to watch it, but I have to work tomorrow. I have to work, but anyway, I'm gonna conclude this stream. It was nice doing this thing. I'm back for now. Hopefully, you might get me back on this one Friday. We'll see. Yeah, it's good to hear from you too, Mike. Go for it. See if I want you to make it to AEW, man. I want you to go for it if you can. I want you to do AEW. I just think it's a really chill, like a really good place to work, and I just like the fact that they like wrestling. Not a lot of, and they have, for the most part, they booking makes fucking sense. They booking makes sense. Hey, but I'm gonna call this one for real this time. It's your boy Fury. I'm here. Now I'm out.